Hey guys, Dr. Lynn here with Eat Right, Train Smart, Think Better. Today we're talking digestion and food combining. Guys, some of you may have heard about food combining and maybe you've tried it a little bit, but I'm going to try to share with you because I think if you're struggling with digestive issues, bloating, gas, indigestion, heartburn, and or been diagnosed with something more serious like Crohn's, colitis, irritable bowel, food combining can be a great step towards regaining your overall health, okay? Because food combining just helps make it easier for you to digest your meal and get the nutrients out of your food. Just because you ate it doesn't mean your body absorbed it. You need to break it down, and it goes through the stomach, small intestine, and large intestine, and it processes it, and it extracts all those nutrients. But if you get all bloated, gassy and tummy, you're not getting the nutrients you need. So you could be wasting a lot of money on food that's not being absorbed, on a lot of supplement that you're not getting the full usage out of. So let's talk about food combining. And let me say this about food combining. Think of it this way. If you have a twisted ankle, right? If you have a twisted ankle, you probably can walk, but you can't run on it, right? It's too stressful on that weakened ankle, on that damage on that weakened ankle. Well, the same way with food combining. If you have some stuff going on in your tummy, you don't want to eat a meal that is harder to digest. You want to eat meals that are more easy to digest for the body. That way you can get the nutrients out of there. That's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to, there's no magic to food combining other than the fact we're trying to make sure that you can still get nutrients into your body. And we're doing that by providing a food combination that is easy to digest. Easy enough, right? And guys, here's the thing about this first also. When you think about nature, how we've evolved, so to speak, that, when you look at nature, you look at animals out there, they'll usually eat like a stalk of bananas at one time, a whole carcass at one time, a whole, whatever at one time. Today, most of us in North America, we're eating this. We got a plate full of 4 or 5 different colored things out there, right? And that's okay. If you got a healthy digestive system, your body can handle it. But if you have a weakened digestive system, if you have that twisted ankle analogy I'm talking about going on, you may not want to eat the meal that has all the different colors on there. You just want to eat maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things because you want to make sure you can digest it without getting all bloated and gassy, right? So here's what you need to know about food combining. Every food combines or takes a little bit longer to digest than another food. Proteins, right? Protein and fat might take 2 to 3 or 4 hours to digest, right? Steak, fish, chicken, beef, eggs, they may take 3 hours to be processed out of your stomach because that's just the way it is, right? On the other hand, fruits, right? Fruits, sugars, there's lots of sugars in there, and kind of like desserts, right? They can get ready to get through from the stomach and move on to the intestine in less than an hour, 45 minutes or so. So do you think they make a good combination, right? Then you look at carbohydrates. You have fibrous carbohydrates, you have starchy carbohydrates, right? Some of them, they take a little bit longer than fruits, but your fibrous carbohydrates, your broccoli, your asparagus, your cauliflower, they combine very well with steak and chicken and fish and eggs, right? But they don't combine very well with the starchy carbohydrate like a steak and baked potato, fajitas and beans and rice, chicken and rice, shrimp pasta. So you got to look at what you're eating to see what am I going to eat that's not going to distress me out and that's not going to distend my stomach and everything, that I can get those nutrients out of and feel better. Remember, when you finish eating, guys, the only thing you should feel after eating is less hungry, right? That's the only thing. If you're sleepy or tired or bloated or gassy, that's a sign things aren't working right in here. You need to fix that in order to, hopefully keep your health, regain your health, improve your health. So steak and baked potato, it's not to say you can't digest it. It's just that it's harder. And if you're starting with that twisted ankle, it may not be the meal you want to have, right? I know for myself, if I go out to dinner and I'm going to go spend money on a nice piece of steak, chicken, fish, something like that, I'm not going to combine it with fruit, right? I'm not going to have dessert there because I know I don't want to be clenching because it didn't digest very well out there. I'm going to enjoy that, pay for that thing, and I'm going to eat it, and I'm not going to have that distress out there. Now, when I get home a few hours later, I may pig out on a whole bowl of ice cream, right? And get my mental enjoyment of having my ice cream out there. But I didn't disrupt my meal. I got all the benefit I wanted out of that. So look at food combining. We're going to have more information on our website to kind of go into more detail about food combining out there. But if you're struggling with digestive issues, remember, as I said, if you're struggling with digestive issues, here's a couple things you want to think about. You need, and I didn't talk about this, and I should have. I'm going to take an extra minute here. You need acid, guys. And I know a lot of people out there are taking acid blockers, proton pump inhibitors, and everything because they're trying to reduce that acid. Guys, you need acid. Acid is what's needed to break down protein. No acid, no protein breakdown. Think about that, guys. Especially you guys that are doing these high protein meals and the keto diet and low carb diet. You're eating all this protein. But if you're taking these acid blockers, you're not breaking it down. So you're not getting the benefit that you want out of it. Because again, when you finish your meal, the only thing you should be feeling is less hungry. If you have these other symptoms going on, that's a sign something ain't working right in here. You need to address it out there. And again, it's not just your dietary choices that you need to pay attention to, guys. If you struggle with digestive issues, as I've always said, you need to look at your dietary habits. If you're eating on the go, on the run, in the car, you're not allowing your digestive system to do its job and produce the necessary digestive juices, the acids and the enzymes to break down your food. So, maybe your problem is both, that you're making bad choices and you're just eating on the go. But you got to look at both. You just can't look at one without looking at addressing the other issue as well. Hope that makes sense. If you want more information, visit our website, drlen.com or drlenlopez.com. I'm Dr. Len. Until next time, if you like the information, please share it with somebody. Bye-bye.